Alrighty, welcome ladies. Today we're going to be talking about confusion and infidelity. And if you're in an affair experience, in an affair dynamic relationship, you probably are feeling so confused and you don't actually know what's the right decision to make. Where am I going with this? How many videos can one make on confusion? I definitely have made quite a few on this channel because confusion is the epicenter for what you're probably doing circles in your mind around is just the overall emotion that you're experiencing is probably a lack of clarity, confusion, doubt, fear, all those feelings. And so I want to quickly paint a picture that might help you in serving you to get the clarity that you need around where am I going in this affair experience. Your affair experience is completely unique, and I'm sure you have many different factors that can add to this confusion overload. Maybe it's your workplace. He is your boss. He is a workplace relationship. There are so many different things. I could go into them all right now, but I'm not going to. But ultimately, your affair experience is unique in itself, and that can add a whole nother level of confusion that if you want to talk to me in person, then you can by all means book a call with me and we can go through your unique experience. But I just want to quickly, for the sake of this video, I want to quickly give you an analogy to support you in getting more clarity that you're seeking and to support you with the understanding around why am I so confused. And what I want to invite you with is often we're trying to solve the problem that we're going through, the affair, based on what we can see, the tip of the iceberg, based on what we can see on the surface. The affair is the tip of the iceberg, but what is actually going on is something so much deeper, which is the rest of the iceberg. And when we are trying to make decisions based on the tip of the iceberg, we're not actually making decisions based on the whole picture of what is going on. We're looking at the affair itself. We're looking at all these if, buts, and maybes. So as an example, say you're making decisions because your affair partner is in your workplace. You're making all the decisions based on what you can see up above, but you're not actually making your decisions about what is it, who am I, and what is it that I'm wanting long term? What are my values? Who am I as a person? And how can I get clear on that myself so that I can start creating that in my life, which is the iceberg again. So if you're feeling confused right now around what is it that I want, you're probably going over the same kind of beliefs and thoughts over and over again, which is the tip of the iceberg, seeing the affair experience itself, and you're just on rotation, thinking the same things. Well, if I end the affair, then do I have to end my job? How can I stay in my job and not end the affair? All these things, which is not actually going to get you the result that you're looking for. Ultimately, it's safety thinking. It's thinking that is keeping you safe because it's not actually addressing what's going on under the surface. So in order to address what's under the surface, I invite you to take a step back from the affair. Take a step back from all the stories that you're running in your mind that are keeping you safe so that you can actually take a look at your whole life, the whole iceberg, and make decisions from there instead of the affair experience. And one thing to help you with doing this is I invite you to look at the stories that you're on that are on repeat, and they will be the stories that are keeping you stuck and the stories that are keeping you confused. And often they are the stories that are actually keeping you safe from taking the action that deep down you must take. And so we paint this story to keep us safe from having to take action on what our soul knows we actually must act on. So these stories can be things like, well, if I just stay in my workplace until the end of the year, then I'll save this much money. And then once I've saved this much money, then I'll be able to move to this location. And then once I've moved to that location, the affair will naturally end. It's a story. You're thinking about logistics here right now, not about what are you actually wanting. And you're making your decisions based on the logistics, the outside circumstances, not based on what you want. And when we're making decisions based on the logistics, trust me, it will keep you stuck. So I invite you to actually look on what is it underneath that is going on underneath the surface. Who are you? What is it that you want? What is it that is actually keeping you stuck? Because these stories, the tip of the iceberg, will keep you safe. If you stay in logistics and all the stories around why you can't or can act on the current situation right now that you're going through, that will be the very thing that will keep you stuck in the affair for years. Trust me. If you are making decisions based on, well, he has to wait till his kids are 18, or I have one more year of my apprenticeship and then I graduate, so I need to stay in this business for the next year because like I need my apprenticeship certificate and then I can graduate and then after that I can end it. You're making decisions on logistics. Go deeper within and find out what is it that are my values, my standards, my rules for life, and how can I start living from that place today? What is it that is actually taking me out of alignment? And when we do that, that's when we can move all these stories above. So I invite you, if you're confused, conflicted, stuck, I want you to get away from all the stories that you're stuck on right now, because that is the very thing that is keeping you in rotation, and take a step back from the logistics and start looking underneath. What is the reoccurring theme that's happening within you that we can shift now in order to shift our external reality, our external experience on life? So if you have any questions around that, let me know. I'm here to support you on your journey. You can always book in a call or join the Facebook group. I hope that helps. Bye for now.